So you have a word of the year.
I do. And I was actually really proud of my class because it took me probably a week to settle on what I was choosing. And in the class I taught, each topic that I talked about at the end, I would give like 5 to 10 minutes to plan out and actually work on some of the things so that they actually do it. So when I had them do it, I gave them 10 minutes to work on their word of the year, and I gave them some like tips to do it. And at the end of it, they pretty much everyone had a word.
What's a tip to do it?
So like I said, what you want to do initially when you're trying to choose a word of the year is you have to think about the type of person you want to be at the end of the year. And then you have to list out words that are those qualities. So like if you want to have more joy, if you want to rebuild something like you were talking about, if you if you want your life to be more simple, like what are the qualities and words that describe that type of person you want to be at the end of the year. And then you zone on one and you pick that. And then you want that thread to be the focus of your decisions and how you do things in life for the year. So it's just one thing. So for me personally, I chose courage as my word of the year because number one, I'm turning 40 this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I look like I'm 25 still, right?
You look a lot younger than 4. I'm not even joking. You look like I kind of think you're not telling the truth. But
I am.
I believe you.
It's all Botox and running. That's what I was talking about.
That's the secret.
It is. But yes, so I'm turning 40 in November, and this is my 10th year in business. So I figure courage is something that I need in my life this year. And when I was looking up the meaning of it, the root word, like I'm not a very good like English word person. Right. My husband will like say my literacy is not very good because I'm a numbers like engineer person, but the root word of it is like cur, which means heart. So courage is actually not just, having the ability to do things or, to move forward and that kind of thing, but it's doing it in a way to where you are being heartfelt about how you do things and thinking about, also how it can impact other people like in a kind way too. So did you see that movie, the newest version of Cinderella?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Which is amazing.
I love that film.
I took my niece to see it. She was a teenager, and I could not believe that it had like such a great message in it.
Yes, it does.
It's probably one of my favorite movies, which is, I don't know, it's just so good.
It reminds me a little bit of Up in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I'm weeping 7 minutes into the movie.
Exactly.
I'm a crier.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I don't know if I can handle another 137 minutes. I don't know if I can do this.
See, my husband's the crier too, so I'm not as emotional. So
neither
again,
is my wife.
Yeah, that's why I know.
Vicky always looks at me and she's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Just shut up! Don't look at me."
I'm always like, "Do I see a tear?"
You're pulling me right out.
I know. He can't watch I love This Is Us. He can't watch it because he's like, "I don't want to cry every week. Why would I want to do that?" We watch
that show, and I get angry every time.
Oh, it's so
because
good.
I don't know why I put myself through it.
Yeah, see,
especially with the
way.
whole adoption piece. That both
and
of us can relate.
now. Yeah,
it crushes me.
I know, it's so good.
All of my stuff comes out. I mean, it's just all the deep, and I know it happens with a lot of people, but I think that I would be embarrassed if people could see how hard I cry at that movie.
I think you should Facebook Live it once.
Oh my goodness.
It would probably go viral if you could Facebook Live like your movie watching and all kinds of.
People would think I was faking. That's how bad it gets sometimes.
So I definitely think you should do that now. So in Cinderella, okay, so if you haven't seen it, I'm just going to tell people the best message in that movie, 2 best messages is at the end, she forgives the wicked stepmother.
Yes, she does.
And she says, "I forgive you." And it like blew my mind. I couldn't believe that Disney movie.
I bawled when she said that.
Yeah, it was, it's like a good therapy movie actually. Mm-hmm. But the whole thread throughout the movie was have courage and be kind.
Yes, have courage.
And I feel like for especially like for kids, for anyone really, like when I was thinking about the word courage, it reminded me of that movie. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I love that word, because it's so what I want to do and how I want to be at the end of 2018 is I want to be more heartfelt in my decisions of how I communicate with people, being generous, really going out of the way to really just be more heartfelt in everything.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this conversation presented by White House Custom Color on YouTube. Be sure to check out our other content and click that subscribe button right there. Right there. It's there somewhere.